morning and welcome back to day 3 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the videos because I've been having so much fun. And today especially I am super excited because it is finally time to turn this entire area into a Christmas wonderland. As you can see back here, I still have all of my fall decorations up. So I think the first thing that I need to do is to clear out this room so I can see it as a blank slate, and then we'll go ahead and load in all of the Christmas decorations and then get started with decorating. We do have our tree, so if you saw in the last video, I got my first real tree and it is absolutely stunning. It's sitting right over here and it's the perfect size. It's the perfect height, it's the perfect width. It just looks really beautiful in this space, and so we went ahead and put it into the Christmas tree stand just so that the tree had time to kind of settle and have the branches fall a little bit before we decorate it a little later on today. So it's going to be very exciting. I cannot wait to see how this whole entire space transforms. But first, let's clear things out. All of the fall decor is now out in the garage, and then I brought all of the Christmas decorations in here and it is everywhere. And so now I'm just going to start to place things here and there. Honestly, I don't know where everything is going to go. I think it's just going to be a lot of trial and error. I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of changes throughout today, but I hope by the end of today it will be that Christmas wonderland that I'm looking for. I do know for sure that I want to do a very beautiful swag of garland over top of the mural that I have in the entryway, and I also want to do the same for the fireplace mantle. But outside of that, I have no idea where all of this stuff is gonna go, but the only way I'm gonna find out is to get started. So let's go. I'm really loving how this garland is looking, but I want to add more. Remember, I want that big bam when you walk into the house. I really want this to be like the big entrance, and so I definitely have some more holly. I'm gonna add some red all through here. I have ribbon. I think I'm actually gonna go out back and get some branches and maybe kind of stick those in there. I have some of these bells. I have lots of stuff that I can put in there, so I want this swag to be just very dramatic. So let's go outside and see if we can find some sticks. I was able to gather some really good branches, so I'm going to go ahead and go back inside and put these into the garland, and hopefully it's going to give me the vibe that I'm looking for. But I just have to tell you guys, it is 70 degrees outside right now, so it is very weird to be decorating for Christmas inside and then coming outside in a short sleeve t-shirt and shorts in December. All right, let's keep going. I'm really loving how everything is coming together, and it's almost time to put the lights and the ornaments on the tree. But first I was going through and kind of pulling out some of my favorite ornaments and started to reminisce about them. And Mark and I have started to collect ornaments, especially when we're out traveling. And so I thought while it was still a little bit light outside that I would share some of my favorites with you. So the very first trip that we ever went on together was a trip to the Biltmore, and we went in February for Valentine's Day a few years ago, and I've always wanted to go there at Christmas time. In fact, I'm really trying to make it there to show it to you guys for Vlogmas. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to fit it in, but we're going to try. But while we were there a few years ago, I picked up this ornament, and I just think that it's absolutely stunning. It's 3D if you can't tell, and I just love having this because it reminds me of that very first trip that we took together. Another trip that we took together was the first time that he actually met my parents, and we took a trip to New York City, and we went to see the Rockettes at the Radio City Music Hall, which that show is amazing, and if you have never seen it, you have to put that on your list because I've seen it several times and it never gets old. And so after the show, we got this ornament, and I just absolutely love it. It spins around, and I just think it's very cool. So I love having this and just kind of remembering the first time that Mark met my parents. Then the next one is from Alaska, and we didn't get to see a live moose there, which I really wanted to do so, but hopefully I'll see one in Banff in a few weeks. But I got this ornament that I kind of saw a moose, I guess. Then another trip, I guess this trip was actually before the Biltmore. So for those that don't know, Mark and I met through our jobs. We used to work at the exact same company for the exact same team. And so when it was time for us and our company is headquartered in Spain, and so from time to time we have to travel to Spain for work, and Mark and I would always go because we were on the same team. So I had been to Barcelona before him, and when we went for work for the first time, I told him that I was going to show him some of my favorites. At this time we were just really, really good work friends. And so by no means, I don't think that either of us think that we were gonna end up together, but here we are. Life happens. But so I took him to one of my favorite places in Barcelona. It's called the La Sagrada Familia, and it's a church that has been being built for the longest time. I don't know if it even says it on here. No, it doesn't say it on here, but it's still being finished. And so I ended up getting this ornament kind of as a memento of that trip. And I guess I want to say that trip was the trip right before the pandemic. So the next Christmas, Mark and I were like together as a couple. But it's crazy. I don't think either one of us, when I bought this ornament that day, thought that we would be putting it on our shared tree because we live together. What? Life is crazy. This one is always going to be special to me because this is the most important thing that I've ever had in my life, and that was my dog Addison. And so I have this little ornament for her with her name on there. I used to call her Addie. The love of my life, really, truly. It's been several years, and it's still hard. I still tear up for her all the time. So anyway, we're moving on. Mexico, I went there last year for my birthday, and so I picked up this really beautiful hand-painted ornament as well as this handmade bird that I just think is absolutely stunning. So got those to put on the tree. And then, like I mentioned on Sunday's video, my sisters and I went to Paris right before the pandemic, January before the pandemic hit. And so that's why I bought that baguette a couple days ago. And so this was the actual ornament that I got while I was in Paris. Hopefully Hopefully you can see that. There we go. I actually got this at the Louvre. That was the very first place that we went to when we landed in Paris, and so I picked up this ornament right away because I knew that I wanted to have, you know, something on the tree every year to think about that trip. So those are just a few. I have many, many more to put on the tree, but I thought that it would be fun to share a few of my favorites with you guys. So the sun is about to go down, and I'm just wanting to wait just a little bit before we start to put the tree together, because I think it's just fun to put the tree together when the sun is down and the lights are flickering, and you can also see the placement of the lights and see where you have any spots that need to be lit a little bit more. So just gonna wait for that. Probably in the next half an hour or so the sun will fully be down, and then we'll get started on the tree, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I will see you guys in just a bit. I am done, and I am absolutely obsessed with how everything turned out. It looks so beautiful in here, and I hope that it is translating on video. I'm telling you guys, it is just so cozy and warm. I love all of the candles, and the tree turned out well. I love the pop of red throughout the space. I'm obsessed with it. It really looks good. This is really the first time that I've been able to fully decorate for Christmas in this home, and this just brings me so much joy. Oh, it is so good. I really do feel like when you come into this house, it's gonna be a Christmas. I really do feel that. It looks so good, and I hope that you guys love it just as much as I do, and I hope that you have enjoyed following me today as I completely transform this space. Like, I honestly don't know if I want to change it back to the way that it was. I love the way that it is right now. It is so beautiful. All right, guys, well, this is where I leave you for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode, and if you are enjoying this 12 Days of Christmas series, please comment down below. If there's anything that you would like to see me do during this series, please let me know. I have a lot of fun things planned, but that doesn't mean I can't add in some of your suggestions as well. So comment down below. I always love chatting with you guys down there. And I guess that will do it for today. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys back here on Friday. Bye. You may think that everything looks perfect in front of the camera, but let me tell you, behind the scenes, it is a complete hot mess. Time to clean up.